Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I would like to introduce a new segment called Philo-Literary Analytica, the series where we'll explore books that have been influential in philosophical, intellectual, academic, and popular culture communities. In this series, we'll provide informative analyses of these books, allowing you to grasp the messages and lessons they offer, without actually reading them. The aim is to help you understand the essence of these works, enabling you to engage in discussions with fellow readers and comprehend any references made to these books. The links to the books will be included in the video description if you feel inspired to read them in their entirety. The goal is to enhance your overall reading experience and expand your knowledge. I hope you enjoy this series, so let's get started. This week's book is The Birth of Tragedy by Friedrich Nietzsche. Friedrich Nietzsche was a German philosopher, cultural critic, and poet whose work has had a lasting impact on Western philosophy and intellectual history. His writings, which often challenge conventional ideas about morality, religion, and the nature of existence, continue to inspire and provoke thought more than a century after his death. Published in 1872, The Birth of Tragedy is one of Nietzsche's earliest works and marks the beginning of his career as an influential philosopher. The book is a complex exploration of the nature of art, tragedy, and the human experience, with a particular focus on the ancient Greek world. In it, Nietzsche argues that the birth of tragedy was a unique artistic achievement, rooted in the fusion of two opposing forces, the Apollonian and the Dionysian. One of the key concepts in The Birth of Tragedy is the duality between the Apollonian and the Dionysian artistic impulses. According to Nietzsche, these two forces represent opposing aspects of human nature and artistic expression. The Apollonian impulse is associated with the Greek god Apollo, the deity of light, sculpture, and celestial beauty. This force represents order, reason, and individuality, and is characterized by the creation of beautiful, harmonious forms, such as sculpture and poetry. The Dionysian impulse is associated with the Greek god Dionysus, the deity of wine, revelry, and ecstatic passion. This force represents chaos, irrationality, and the collective human experience, and is characterized by the dissolution of individual boundaries and the frenzied, passionate energy of music and dance. Nietzsche argues that the birth of tragedy in ancient Greece was a remarkable artistic achievement because it represented a perfect fusion of the Apollonian and Dionysian forces. In Greek tragedy, the structured, ordered beauty of the Apollonian impulse is combined with the raw, emotional power of the Dionysian impulse, creating an art form that is both intellectually satisfying and emotionally cathartic. Another central theme in The Birth of Tragedy is the role of myth in human life. Nietzsche believes that humans have a deep-seated need for myths to help them navigate the harsh realities of existence and make sense of their experiences. Greek tragedy, in particular, provides a powerful form of myth that allows the audience to confront and transcend the suffering and chaos of life. Greek tragedy was a popular form of theater in ancient Greece, performed during religious festivals and featuring stories drawn from mythology and history. The great tragedians of the time, such as Sophocles, Euripides, and Aeschylus, created powerful works that explored themes of suffering, fate, and the human condition. At the time of writing The Birth of Tragedy, Nietzsche was influenced by the work of several prominent thinkers and artists, including Richard Wagner, Arthur Schopenhauer, and Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. These figures, along with the broader intellectual climate of the late 19th century, shaped Nietzsche's ideas about art, tragedy, and the role of myth in human life. According to Nietzsche, the birth of Greek tragedy can be traced back to the ancient Greek religious festivals and the interplay between the Apollonian and Dionysian forces. The development of tragedy as an art form was a gradual process, with early plays incorporating elements of both Apollonian and Dionysian expression. The golden age of Greek tragedy, which took place during the 5th century BC, was marked by the work of the great tragedians Sophocles, Euripides, and Aeschylus. Their plays, which combined the Apollonian and Dionysian impulses in a unique and powerful way, are considered some of the greatest artistic achievements in human history. Nietzsche argues that the demise of Greek tragedy was brought about by the rise of rationalism and the decline of myth in ancient Greek society. He singles out the philosopher Socrates and the playwright Euripides as key figures in this process, claiming that their emphasis on reason and logic undermined the power of myth and ultimately led to the decline of tragedy as an art form. The Birth of Tragedy received mixed reviews upon its publication, with some critics praising its originality and depth, while others dismissed it as unscholarly and poorly argued. Despite these criticisms, the book has had a lasting impact on the fields of philosophy, literature, and the study of ancient Greek culture. Nietzsche's ideas about tragedy, myth, and the Apollonian-Dionysian duality have continued to influence modern thought and artistic expression. His work has inspired artists, writers, and philosophers, and has played a role in shaping our understanding of the nature of art, the human experience, and the power of myth. Although The Birth of Tragedy is an early work in Nietzsche's oeuvre, it contains many of the themes and ideas that would be developed further in his later writings. For example, the tension between the Apollonian and Dionysian forces can be seen as a precursor to Nietzsche's famous concepts of the will to power and the eternal recurrence. In today's world, where rationalism and scientific inquiry often dominate our understanding of reality, The Birth of Tragedy offers a powerful reminder of the importance of myth, art, and the human imagination. By exploring the birth, development, and demise of Greek tragedy, Nietzsche invites us to consider the role of art and myth in our own lives, and to appreciate the beauty and power of tragic expression. In addition to its philosophical arguments, The Birth of Tragedy can also be seen as an artistic manifesto. In the final chapters of the book, Nietzsche calls for a reformation of contemporary German culture, arguing for the importance of artistic expression and the power of myth in the face of rationalism and scientific inquiry. The themes and ideas explored in The Birth of Tragedy continue to resonate with modern audiences as we grapple with the challenges of living in a complex, rapidly changing world. By examining the birth, development, and demise of Greek tragedy, Nietzsche's work offers valuable insights into the power of art, myth, and the human imagination to shape our understanding of reality and our place in the world. In conclusion, The Birth of Tragedy is a fascinating and thought-provoking exploration of the nature of art, tragedy, and the human experience. Through a detailed analysis of the birth, development, and demise of Greek tragedy, Nietzsche offers a unique perspective on the role of art and the power of myth in human life. By engaging with the themes and ideas presented in this seminal work, we can gain a deeper understanding of the importance of artistic expression, the power of myth, and the challenges and opportunities we face as we navigate the complexities of the modern world. So, what do you think? Do you agree? Disagree? Do you have a different perspective? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think about this new series? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more thought-provoking philosophy and literature. Until next time, happy reading, and may your intellectual immersions continue to enrich your mind and understanding of the world around you.